Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It is Hopetober, everybody, and I really do hope that you have hope wherever you are. Hope for a better day, because it's always a good day to have a good day. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. Now, not too long ago, I was having a chat with Mpho Ntlabati about the SME immersion, which is part of the London Investment Week. But now I am joined by Nishal Bramdav, who is the founder of SME Blueprint. Nishal, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm also joined by Tiny Masesi Nkuna, who is the CEO of SME Lindiwe sanitary pads. Welcome, Tiny.
Thank you so much.
All right, fantastic. Let me start with you, Nishal. You know, what does being supported by this initiative mean to you?
Well, in terms of the initiative, firstly, in terms of the event to London, it was a fantastic event because I got to meet other entrepreneurs, Lindiwe being one of them, and 30 others.
Yeah.
And the amazing part of this journey to the UK was it's so interesting to see how many other entrepreneurs can fit into an ecosystem of what you are trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a networking experience that allowed for an expansion of ideas, thoughts, and a strategic way forward in terms of developing business. So that was the group that I was with, and Lindiwe. And aside from that, meeting foreign dignitaries, contacts, being with our ministers was fantastic.
So basically what you're saying is that this was a network opportunity for you.
An amazing network opportunity.
I like that. Can you attest to that, Tiny?
Yes, and you see, good morning to your viewers.
Yeah.
And you know, the most amazing thing for me was that within ourselves, as entrepreneurs that traveled together, right, we were able to not just network, but also forge possible business relationships that we can now start implementing here at home. Also, we're able to have access to the powers that be in the foreign country, and we're able to discuss our challenges and how they can actually support us. And there was a lot of support that was pledged, and that was what was exciting for me. And to know that as an entrepreneur, when you have such big dreams like myself, especially when we go to the stock exchange, you get your bank sort of backing up your crazy dream, you know, that just says to you, you know what, perhaps what you're dreaming, perhaps what you're aiming for is not just a pie in the sky. Somebody believes in you and somebody can back it up, you know?
I like that. So basically your dream is valid.
Your dream is valid and somebody believes in you. Your bank is willing to go an extra mile for you.
Okay.
And that's ABSA.
I like that. I like that. Nisha, let's talk about, you know, the gist of what you do, which is manufacturing bank cards. What makes your business model unique?
So basically what Blueprint is doing, and by definition, a blueprint is a planned way of addressing something strategically and to build something of substance.
It's a blueprint.
It's a blueprint.
I like that, yeah.
So basically what we've done is taken global functions and localized it. What global functions am I referring to? So we are in the smart card space. We produce bank cards for banks, fintechs, SIM cards for mobile operators, eSIMs, driver's license, identity. Anything with a chip in it, whether it's physical or digital, we can assist these various sectors and in delivering it. And the next big journey is IoT and AI. So being involved in the sector of wafers, chip manufacturing is key to the evolutionary growth for not just South Africa, but Africa. So we see it as a critical role. What we are doing as Blueprint is just localizing what is a globally dominated sector. And why do we wish to do this? We want the value chain of creating these products based in South Africa, for the continent, instead of just relying strictly on imports.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, and I mean, the end goal, I mean, obviously is international as well, because that sounds like that's what the business model is.
So our key focus is going to be Africa. But what I've learned on this trip is we can go a lot bigger.
There you go.
Right?
There you go. And that's the world that we are living in. Let me go to you, Tiny. Sanitary pads, right? What inspired you to get into this business?
So for me, it was just really about finding out that in South Africa,
Yeah.
there wasn't at the time a sanitary pads manufacturing company that was woman-owned. Not a
Okay.
brand. We're talking production,
Production.
now. Yes, the means
Yeah.
of production that was woman-owned. The
Okay.
ones that were there, the factories that were there were either owned by multinationals or owned by men. And I said, it can't be that as women we are the only menstruators, yet we are just consumers of the product that only us can, be consumers of. I
And can really fully understand.
Yes, and can
Yeah.
really fully understand. So I thought I needed to maybe disrupt, maybe I'm a bit controversial, wanted to disrupt the market,
Sure.
and say, and create a vehicle that women can use to be part of what I call the mainstream menstrual economy, because
Yeah.
I realized that in the African communities, we're actually told that menstruation is something that's secretive, that
bit
we shouldn't,
taboo.
a taboo
Yeah.
and everything. But men talk about menstruation. They're just not talking about it in the sitting room behind closed doors. They talk about it in the boardroom. So this
Yeah.
then was a vehicle, which is Lindiwe now, a vehicle that takes women into the boardroom, that takes women into the mainstream menstrual economy. Because
Yeah.
menstruation is not just blood, it's an economy.
Ooh, I like that. Menstruation is not just blood, it's an economy. And finally, to both of you, in less than 20 seconds, Nishal, it is Hopetober. What message of hope would you give to, that South African business owner right now?
So firstly, to all the budding entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
the industry that both of us are in, the barriers to entry are immense, global competition. But believe it or not, there are financial partners out there. ABSA for me has been the first bank to believe that I could do this. So this was a huge step for Blueprint.
Okay.
It takes a lot of sort of investment as you as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
putting together your plan in a very clear, concise manner with ABSA and with other banks, by the way, other corporates. And you can do this.
Oh, I like that. All right, nice one. Quickly, Tiny?
I'd say to them, dare to dream.
Yeah.
And let them make use of enterprise development opportunities.
Yes.
Like we have. Now we've got a production facility that produces 800 sanitary pads per minute through enterprise development with ABSA and everything. So let them go to their nearest branches and just get into the programs, and they can grow from there.
Fantastic. What a beautiful chat to have this Hopetober. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. These are just some of the businesses that, have been supported by ABSA, as part of the SME immersion. Of course, this was part of the London Investment Week as well. We're continuing with some more feel-good vibes after this.
Oh, man. It's me all the time.
Inspired by them all, we invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.